Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order. Oh, what's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. In today's Madden 21 tip video, I'm going to break down the top 5 best ways to bomb cover 3 in the entire game. Now guys, there's a recent patch to cover 3. As you guys know, it changed the way deep zones played. So a lot of ways you could bomb cover 3 before this patch no longer work, but some of them do, and there are also some new ways. So in this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 current ways to bomb cover 3, a few oldies but goodies, and some new concepts as well. So starting off at number 5, we're going to be in the Jets playbook, and we're going to look at this gun bunch, Jets Dig. A lot of people say that they patched this play, but trust me, they did not. It still works extremely well. All you're going to want to do is have a fast receiver in the slot to make this work. Guys, if you're enjoying my content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and drop us a like. It does help us out a lot. Also, be sure to check out sportsgamers.com. If you're looking to improve your Madden 21 game, we have you covered offensive and defensively. I have my offense and defensive schemes up for sale on sportsgamers.com. So, with Jets Dig, you need to make sure that the bunch is on the wide side of the field. Now, all you need to do is basically you need to put the outside receiver in the bunch on either a corner route or a smart routed out route. Either way works. I do prefer the corner route if you have that ability with either a route apprentice or a hot route master, because that's just that's a better route to throw on the sideline if they do stop the bomb. But I mean, if you don't have that, and we don't have that in this video, the smart routed out will work just fine. All you're going to need to do is just motion him about 3 steps and snap the ball, and you will see that that's going to draw that zone defender up on the sideline so you can isolate the streak that's angled. Now, that wasn't the best pass lead, guys, because I let it a little bit too far down the middle. You want to lead it up into the sideline, but just slightly to the sideline. I would recommend leading it, if you picture that analog stick as a clock, at about 1 or 2 o'clock. You don't want to lead it too far to the sideline, though, because then you'll give the corner a chance to recover. That was perfect right there. As you guys can see here, we're able to get it over the top for the easy one-play score. Now, one thing you guys want to note is that right now, it's also important to have quarterbacks with high throw power. You don't need the highest in the world, but if you're playing MUT, you're definitely going to need Gunslinger. Even if you play Regs, I like having Gunslinger or, at least a quarterback with high throw power, but it's not a must on Regs like it is MUT. MUT, you almost have to have Gunslinger, otherwise the DBs, they're just too good, and they're going to react to the ball too fast. But as you guys can see here, this is an easy score over the top, as you guys can see. There's really just no one that's going to be able to have a chance to make a play on this, as we're able to catch this in stride and just easily score a touchdown. They're not going to catch us. That's easy. So I'm going to do that one more time, and then we're going to move on to number 4. Just do want to show that this is very consistent. Again, you can block the running back and tight end even if you need to give yourself some extra time. But as soon as you see that corner bite, just lead that right up in there, that little soft spot, and it's going to be an easy touchdown. So you're going to see that the corner is going to come down on that out route or the corner route, depending upon the route combo that you end up using. But you guys can check the replay here. The corner is going to bite up. See how he bites up? As soon as we see that, we're just leading it into this open area of the field right here. And if you guys have actually seen some of my gameplays recently, you'll see that I've actually used this play in games. So you definitely know it's very, very effective just now. Coming in at number 4 on the list was one of my favorite cover 3 bombs last year, and this year it's honestly just as good. It's super glitchy. We're going to look at the weak close PA boot slide. You can find this out of the Patriots book, possibly a few others, but personally I think the best playbook that has it is the Patriots. So you want to have your best, fastest receiver, where you see I'm putting Devontae Adams, which is going to be the receiver that's right next to the tight end. So all we're going to do, we're just going to come out, and it is important to note, you're going to want the tight end side of the formation to be on the wide side of the field. So here, if we're lined up towards the left hash, we're going to make sure that the tight end side of the formation is on the right side of the screen. Now, all you have to do here is very simple. You just streak the tight end. The reason why this works is because this route to Adams is angled So it kind of is going to make, as you guys can see here, the corner run away from it, and then you can just lead it right up there for an easy touchdown. What is going to happen is that crossing route, and you're going to notice that since the patch, there's new routes that pull down the corners. The simple corner streak concept doesn't work quite as well for most formations now, but you're going to see that 83's crossing route is going to pull down this corner, and as soon as you see this, you know that the tight end is keeping the safety in the middle of the field, and this is an angled streak route similar to the Jets dig. Not quite the same, but now you just lead it up into this area of the field, and this is an easy one-play touchdown. Now, guys, the reason why this play is number 4 on the list, even though it got so wide open, is sometimes it can be a bit inconsistent. I have noticed that keeping the play action actually helps the play out. And if you do have the ability to hot route a crossing route yourself and not just keep the crossing route that's already on this play, I think the hot routed crossing route is a bit better. But most of the time, this play will work just fine, as you see there. But I will caution you that it's not going to work. It does not work every single time like some of the other ones on these videos. So that's why it's at number 4. But as you guys can see here, it does definitely get wide open over the top for a score very, very consistently. So with all that said, let's move on to number 3. Alright guys, coming in at number 3 on the list is the I-form close PA tight end leak. A few playbooks this year, the Raiders is probably the best one. I will caution you guys that deep post routes do get played a little bit better by cover 3 after the patch. However, there are still setups, and this is one of them, that do work pretty well. So, as you guys can see, again, we're in cover 3. All you need to do is have your fastest receiver as the left of the screen receiver, opposite the tight end, and I like making sure that the post is running to the short side of the field. So here, since our, we're lined up on the right hash, that means we need him on the left. So all you're going to do is just look to, as soon as he passes up the safety, just throw a bullet pass out there, and you're going to notice that we're going to be able to get that for a touchdown. You do want to, again, with all these bombs, same thing, you really want a fast receiver and a high throw power quarterback. Now, if you're playing Mutt, it's almost a must. It is a must, I will say, to have Gunslinger on Mutt. On Regs, it's not a big deal. You're going to see that the corner still does bite on the corner route. But, and this is why I say they're not quite as open as they were before the patch, he will try to play this like at the last second. But the thing about it is it's going to be too late for him to really recover, and we're going to have an easy bomb. We're going to do that one more time. And just remember that if you do play Mutt, you're going to have Gunslinger to make these bombs work well. If you're playing Regs, you don't necessarily have to have it. But still, even on Regs, I'm not going to lie, I do like using teams like the Packers that have Gunslinger just because it makes it that much more easy to convert these bomb plays. Coming in at number 2 on the list, and in this example, this is actually just a bunch of hot routes that we can do from any play from the gun trips tight end, which makes it really effective because you can do it. You don't need any hot route master or any abilities. You can just do it just from strictly hot routes. So here, all we're doing, the only 3 routes you need are you need the inside receiver on a streak, the tight end on a streak, and the outside receiver on a comeback. Everything else, it doesn't matter. You could literally have whatever routes you want. You could have the running back blocked. You could have the slot on anything. Well, you want the slot on something underneath because you don't want him to get in the way. So an in route is perfect. Maybe if you have playmaker, you could put him on a route. You could playmaker. But what happens here is after this patch, especially, and this has actually been something you could do, a similar thing that's worked in the past. But what's going to happen is this comeback route is going to pull down the corner on the left, and then the safety, he's going to be stuck in between the 2 streaks in the middle of the field. So you're just going to lead it away from the safety to Ruggs, and you want to make sure you have your fastest receiver where you see Ruggs. So let's take a look here. As you guys can see, notice how that corner gets bit up on that comeback route. Now, again, he does try to recover late, but it's just at that point, it's way too late to make a play on the ball. And the safety, he's just in the middle of the field. As you guys can see, he's kind of just, he's between 2 streaks, so he can't just get out here to guard it because, obviously this guy's here too. But take a look here again. Notice how this comeback makes the corner bite down. Just long enough, because at this point, that's all you need. He has enough separation to where we can just go bomb it right out in here for the score. You just want to lead it away from the safety, so here we just let it to the left, and we're gone. We can do that again. You guys can see, I mean, the corner is even backed up. There should be enough space to be able to stop this, but as you guys can see, it's just the corner has that slight bit of hesitation, and at that point, we're just out. This is so good that, I mean, I could even sub in a slower receiver and it's still going to work just fine. Guys, I went ahead and subbed in Williams for Ruggs. I just want to show that you don't need the fastest receiver in the world to make this work. You guys can see here, Williams, you know, he's not Ruggs at all. And it's just the route combo. So, again, pick any play, do whatever you want to the running back. Just need to streak the tight end, the inside receiver, have this guy going underneath on some sort of route, and then a comeback to the outside receiver. Standard cover 3, you're going to notice it's going to get pulled down. That left corner is going to hesitate just enough on the comeback so you guys can see right there, and it allows us to get behind the defense for the touchdown. Super simple route combo, and it's great because trips is a very, very popular formation this year, and you can pop cover 3 very easily from any play with this route combo. Guys, getting to number 1 on the list, this is just going to be using wheel routes. Wheel routes also can pull up the zones in cover 3 now, and you can do this from a lot of formations that have wheel routes. Bunch, cluster are a few examples, but you know, all we're gonna do is we're gonna put our fastest receiver in the slot. So for us, that's gonna be Ruggs, and we're gonna just do this from gun bunch. We want our fastest receiver in the slot, and we're gonna put our bunch on the wide side of the field. So again, cover 3 is all we got going on here. Nothing crazy. All you need to do is just motion the wheel route out to the sideline and streak your slot receiver. You can really do whatever you want to the tight end. I mean, you could just, for all you care, you can put him on an out route, block him, whatever you want to do. If you have, the tight end apprentice, you could put him on like a crossing route, just something, or a post, something to work over the middle of the field to give yourself another read. But what you're going to see is basically that wheel route is going to pull the corner on the outside enough to the sideline to where all you need to do is just lead this pass away from the safety, and it's basically going to be you versus safety for a touchdown. And, I mean, first of all, see how this guy's playing the wheel route on the sideline? That's why you just want to quickly bullet pass the streak right into this area away from the safety. Obviously at this point, there's only a few yards of separation here, but he's so far to the sideline, he's not going to recover, and this is why you just bullet it in here, and then it's like I said, it's you versus safety, and if you have a fast receiver, the safety should not be able to recover. Even if the safety is more so in the middle and not like on the opposite hash, it really doesn't make a difference. Again, all you have to do is streak this receiver in the slot and motion this wheel route out to the sideline, and you're going to see that this guy is going to pull the corner enough to where all you're going to have to do is just get this little bullet pass right in the seam. And that time he did drop the ball. Now I will say you do want to get the tight end out of the way. That was a mistake I just made. I'm going to move the safety back in the middle again. But get this tight end away from you, whether you put him on an out route, block him, put him over the middle of the field, whatever. You don't want him running up underneath you, because that can also cause too many players in one area of the field. That can definitely lead to the ball getting broken up. But as you guys can see again, you're able to get the easy throw and catch. Now, obviously, you do want to be able to rack it to score. Even if they base the line, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But, yes, like if possible, rack it and score. But if not, you can at least get a big gain out of it. You can also block the tight end if you want. Go a little max protector out. It doesn't really matter. He's just going to get in that little area right in the seam to where that's a really, really tough play to stop. And the thing about it is obviously since we're motioning this guy across, if their corner doesn't play him, you can just throw that on the sideline. But ideally, you're going to be able to hit this guy right in the middle of the field for the easy one-play score. I like this because it's out of a ton of playbooks, and also there's many formations you can do something like this from, so it's not just like you have to be in gun bunch. And like I said, even if they do move the safety over, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. You can still throw this even if they move these guys out, move these guys around. Doesn't really make a difference. All right. Again, you can put the tight end over in the middle of the field if you wish. Obviously, you have the extra hot routes like here. We have the crossing route. Maybe you could do a cross with the little smoke screen combo. and then just do the streak with the wheel, so you could have yourself a little bit more to work with. Or you could obviously do a post too. Whatever the case may be, doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, all you want to do is lead it away from that safety, and you're going to have a touchdown. Or at least a big play. Hope you guys enjoyed these tips on beating cover 3 post-patch. As you guys can see, there's definitely still several ways that work really well. You just can't use the exact same ways that you did before the patch. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out of here.